I did not see the notification that recording. Okay, let's start over then, because this is important. Okay, you guys, Max Knowledge is the in-service for this term. If you have not gotten it done, please pick something that fits you right now in your development. We're all about developing the faculty, and this is a requirement and necessary for you to continue to grow as an online instructor. And quite frankly, we have the greatest team ever. And I don't mind saying that.
Ever.
I feel ever. It gets better every term. We hire more and we train better, and Max Knowledge is huge. Now, with that said, next thing, it's getting harder and harder for taking out an AR award. For those of you that are new, I keep saying AR award. New instructors are probably like, what does AR stand for? Anyone know?
Adjunct recognition.
Perfect. This is where it gets hard on me. Adjuncts are important people in our success, and they need recognized. And it's getting harder and harder, quite frankly, every term, because I've done more annual reviews and had more people stay and be successful than in all of my 20 years in education. So, with that said, Carson, the AR award winner. Ready?
Me?
Anita.
Me?
Congratulations.
Thank you. I thought I was seeing things. I don't have my glasses on. I misplaced them, so I'm trying to squint at the screen here. I'm sorry.
Anita, it would be nice to see your face, or, but nonetheless, Sherry, you go first.
I thought that
Okay,
Can you
Anita,
hear me?
calm down.
Sorry.
Anita, calm down. Sherry gets to go first. And then,
Okay, I'll stop talking.
Anita, I have to tell you that she is so humble. Every time I tell her she's doing great, she doesn't believe me. She has PUFT 2 sections at a time. Her percentage of students who are dropping is very low. Her success in her English classes is amazing. She really reaches out to the students and really understands them. She's done a fantastic job.
But it's such a pretty day, so I'm not surprised that
Thank you so much.
okay, Anita, Sherry's being kind. You have 100% success rate.
Oh.
Absolutely. I thought it was 100.
Oh.
What else am I supposed? Whatever you're doing, I need you to help. But yeah, you are humble, but it comes up on calls. And your name comes up, and that is how the AR award is created. It's just noticed. So, Anita, now you can talk.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Veronica. I really appreciate you guys. I mean, Sherry, you know, your guidance is really a big part of that. So I really appreciate you and Carson and Kimberly and everyone that's putting up with me. Thank you guys so much. I'm just happy to be here. And I apologize for the picture. I thought I did everything right in submitting that. And I don't know if there's some sort of glitch, I think. But at any rate, I really appreciate that. I really do. I'm just happy to be here. Thank you.
Anita, thank you for all you do. And everyone, again, this is a tough decision I have to make every 5 weeks because your names all come up. And it's like, I got to pick just one. that does not mean you guys aren't doing a great job. It's hard. It is hard for me to make that final decision. I appreciate all of you and keep up the great work with having this amazing team. Keep making my job harder. All right. With that said, there are also challenges. And one challenge, Jared, you're up next, by the way, on my agenda. There is a challenge with security and all of these browsers getting smarter, supposedly. And our students are challenged by this. So, Jared, I'm going to turn it over to you. We talked about this earlier on what these issues are and how we're going to overcome them and help these students.
All right. Well, I'll kind of give you the short answer because I'm sure most of you don't care about the details. But basically, when you type in an address in a website, if it has an S after HTTPS, that means secure. These companies, Google, Firefox, and Microsoft, decided that if it doesn't have an S, they were going to start telling people that it was not secure, which is now an error that people are seeing. They'll log into some of our sites and they'll say, this is not a secure site. Well, long story short, just skip it. It doesn't really matter. There's nothing really pertinent that it's going to be lost or possibly compromised in our site. So best thing to do is if they get that, to try to tell them to skip it. If they get an error and they can't skip it using Firefox, then I recommend using Chrome. Questions, comments, suggestions, concerns?
I have questions, but I'll ask you afterwards because nobody would care to hear my questions, Jared. And they're technical.
No, Dan, go ahead.
I'm just curious why we can't just enable SSL on our stuff, because then that would go away.
The new site that we're moving to, Canvas, is going to be have SSL enabled. So
Okay.
being that it's a month away, just didn't seem like worth the time and energy to fix it, because we'd have to go and have Moodle Rooms fix it, because it's not stuff we can fix. It's got to be on Moodle Rooms side. So they're going to be the ones that have to fix it. And so all the new stuff is going to have that SSL enabled. Good question, Dan.
Yeah, I just asked because there's rumors that Google's as far as 6 months away from basically just dropping a lot of non-HTTPS traffic stuff. So anyway.
Awesome. Trying to keep it secure. Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, this is Dan Ferentz. Are you saying that Chrome really should be the browser of choice for the students?
In my humble opinion, yes.
Okay.
It's probably the web browser of choice, period. I'm sure there's debate out there, but it seems to be the most user-friendly as well as most secure and quickest. So.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
Our video material works better in the Chrome browser as well.
Yeah, so does the
There you
Connect,
have
so does the Connect stuff, Dan. Connect seems to work better in Google as well.
So everybody just use Chrome and everyone will be happy.
Hey, I'm a Microsoft person.
We'll forgive you, Veronica, just this once.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Questions, concerns? All right, I appreciate it. I will return the meeting to Veronica.
Thanks, Jared. You were the best person, and I would have been shocked if somebody from the IT or ISA department didn't speak up. So thanks for chiming in there. And Dan, why don't you have at least a picture? Okay, moving on. Now the fun part begins. Canvas and the Kimberly in person show, and no more introduction required. This is the fun part. I'm shutting up. You guys own it.
All right, hi everybody. I'm going to get us started. Me and Kimberly will kind of do this tandem.
Hey, Carson, It is really, really hard to hear you. Sounds like
I'm
you're.
gonna join via my cell phone then. 1 second.
Okay.
While he switches to the cell phone, you guys all need to be ready. We're going to use a new cool feature of Zoom, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this works. So be ready.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay now?
Yes, Carson, that's good.
All right. Sorry about that. I'm using a little different setup than usual, so I apologize for the audio. All right. So Kimberly and I will kind of do this in tandem. And also to give you a little heads up, those of you that are actually on computers or mobile devices and are not driving, we are going to be displaying a few polls for you to answer. The purpose of polls are to figure out what certain individuals' comfort level is with an LMS migration or switch, I guess we could call it. Let's see here. We're going to launch the first poll. So those of you that can see the poll, it should pop up right in front of your face. Go ahead and answer it. The question is, have you used the Canvas LMS before? Is what we want to know. And we'll give you guys a few seconds to answer.
Carson,
There will be a couple of... I'm sorry, what was that?
I think you have to share your screen. It popped up and went away.
Let's see here. Okay, let's see, I see people answering. Do those of you who haven't answered, do you still see the poll?
I have not seen it at all, Carson.
I answered and it went away.
Okay, just a second. I'm going to relaunch it then.
It'll go away once you answer until you share it back out, Carson.
If you click on the chat, it'll pop up as well.
If I relaunch it.
I answered then and got an error.
All right, we're going to try this one more time to see if this works a little bit better. This is our first shot. So I just relaunched the poll again. Let's give it one more try and see if we get a better result. And then whatever issues we end up experiencing, we will take a look at. Okay, so I see them still coming in. Okay, so I've got, looks like 26 out of 51 who have answered, 26 now. Oh, it's still going up. All right, guys, so I've got 29 out of 51. I'm going to go ahead and end polling. Any of you that experienced issues on the second run, just email me what they are, me and Kimberly, and we'll take a look at it. So we're up to 30. All right. All right, so you should be able to see the results here. So we have quite a few that have used Canvas before, about 47% of those who answered, and then 53% who have not. So we just, again, we're asking these questions to get a feel of what type of training and how much training needs to occur. So that's the purpose for these polls. With that, thank you for your input. There will be a couple more polls here shortly, but I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Kimberly right now.
Well, with that being said, we'll gauge the polls that we received today, the answers to the polls that we received today, and prepare your training schedule. Next Tuesday, we'll kind of launch the training schedule. You'll receive an email that requests you to create your account in Canvas. You'll be enrolled into Canvas, but then you'll be prompted to finish your profile in Canvas. And then that same day, you'll also receive an email with a Canvas training that you should participate in. So mark your calendars. Tuesday, April 11th, you're going to receive 2 emails, one for your profile to finish creating your profile in Canvas, and the second one is to participate in a Canvas training. In this meeting that we're having today, we're going to give you a brief overview of what we've started in Canvas. We've started building the test site for you guys. And so Carson is now going to give you a tour of that and show you a little bit about the training workshop room.
Okay, guys, so those of you who are familiar with Canvas, this will look familiar to you. Those of you who are not, this shouldn't look very different from what you're used to. When you get in and you create your account, all of your courses will appear on a dashboard, very similar to Moodle, really not that different. This is the course that you'll be joining, the Canvas training course. This is actually very similar to the IRC that we currently have in Moodle, the Instructor Resource Center, and it's going to have a variety of bits and pieces of information that's going to help you get started, help you get familiar with the LMS. For example, this is inside the course here, this first section called Canvas Front Page. If you take a look at these items, I'll just give you a preview. We've kind of inserted some funny videos just for your benefit, to make it a little bit more fun. But for example, it'll go over profile setup, everything you need to know about creating profiles as far as customizing it, adding additional email addresses or phone numbers so that you can receive SMS text, global navigation. If you need any help within Canvas, how do you get? We're also customizing for help that will be available to students. So, for example, on the academic side, this little help area we can customize. We've already added Well Connect, so Deidre and Lydia should be happy about that one because I know they use it often. But everything is going to be a lot more accessible over here in this left panel area. So on and so forth.
Carson, there's a little feedback and a lot of echo. I don't know what's going on.
How about if I'm off speakerphone? Better?
That's better.
All right, excellent. Okay, so, and anyway, there's just a bunch of information. Joining Canvas groups. These were great. Me and Kimberly kind of went into these groups. These are groups you can join to ask questions, to share ideas with other educators or other instructors. And then, of course, you have the calendar. So basically, you're going to have a lot of different types of information that's going to help you get started. Stuff about Gradebook and how to grade items using the speed grader, and then Unplague. Now, Unplague is going to be a new plagiarism checker that will replace Turnitin. It's already configured inside of our Canvas instance now. A lot more seamless, a lot less of a pain in the butt than you guys are used to with some of these Turnitin assignments and pulling error messages. So Unplague is one of their third-party partners. They're great. And so on and so forth. We'll have information about analytics, Dropout Detective, Instructor Insight. Now, the last thing I'll mention here is specifically to Dropout Detective and Instructor Insight. I know some of you have used it, some of you have not. And just to give you a real short preview of what it is, it's going to let you know within a click of a button exactly who is and who is not doing what they need to do. Now, that is both on the student side for Dropout Detective, but it also monitors your participation and your activity as well through the instructor insight. And again, you're going to see these items right here on the left that I'm kind of going over. So Dropout Detective you'll use on your students. Instructor Insight, you'll be able to view your progress, your activity, to make sure you're doing everything you need to do. We have spoken with our representative with these products here, and she is going to actually do a live webinar training with us. And we're still nailing down a time, but it will be more toward the end of this month, possibly, or first part of next month. But it will be long before our launch date of May 22nd. So you guys will be familiar with how to use Dropout and Instructor Insight. Okay, let's see here. All right, I am going to, all right, so let's take a look at, we're going to do another poll now, guys. I'm going to stop sharing my screen first. All right, so poll number 2. All right, is launched. So take a look at that and go ahead and answer that at your leisure. All right, I'll give you guys about another 10 seconds or so. All right, so far, all right, guys, just ended the polling. I'm going to go ahead and share the results. As far as the results go, the majority of you that have answered been here, done that, not worried at all. And then the next one down was 30%, all MSs are the same, I'm good. So the top 2 comprise of about, what, 67% or the majority. And then we have some not sure yet, a little uneasy. And then we do have one individual that's scared to death. So I'm glad you're being honest. And this is anonymous, just so you know. This is anonymous. It's probably Jared, actually. It's probably Jared. Anyway. So what?
We got you.
The reason why we're getting this information is to get a temperature check. We want to see where everyone is, what your comfort level is, and we want to make sure we have training available for all levels, of those that are scared to death up to those that don't really care. They're fine. They've used it, for years already. So just don't worry. We'll get you what you need. We'll get you the tools and the resources you need in weeks and days to come. So just wanted to hopefully assure you of that. All right. Let's see here. With that, I'm going to turn the time back over to Kim about course migration.
Okay, thanks, Carson. I also want to back up just a little bit over the Dropout Detective and over Canvas and Instructor Insight. This is a new tool that is really going to help us facilitate student success and to be able to measure student success. And could you mute your phone? Someone please mute. And help us track student mastery and to have a better user-friendly environment, learning environment. So we're really excited about launching Canvas. And I know that for the ones that aren't quite sure yet, please mute your phones. We can hear children in the background. Thank you. For the ones that's not quite sure yet or scared to death, we've got you. We have plenty of training. Everything will be set in place as before. Over the next couple of weeks, I'll be going into Canvas and organizing our classes and putting them in a similar looking field that you're accustomed to. Please, please mute your phones. Thank you. So by 2 weeks before the start, you should be able to go into your course in Canvas, and that's my goal, guys. I'm working hard to do that. But you should be able to go into your course just like we are in Moodle and preview and peruse through there, add any instructions and stuff like that. Over the next few weeks, Carson and I will send out little tips and emails about things that you can do or anything new that we learned that you may be able to participate in. During this time, you can also call us or email us, and we can do a one-on-one training with you to help you walk through Canvas a little more thoroughly and slowly. So we're here for you, and we will be able to answer your questions. Any questions, comments?
Hey, Kimberly, this is Neil. When is the official move again to Canvas? Like when do the first courses launch?
Our May 22nd start is the actual launch date.
Awesome. Thank
you. But you will have access before then.
Sure.
Anyone else? Okay, I believe Carson has one more poll for you.
All right, so you should see the third and final poll. As you guys are answering this one, this question is obviously based on what you've heard today and what is upcoming starting next Tuesday with the resources. But as you're answering, I do want to mention this polling is available in Zoom, guys. So if you are using Zoom with your students and you need to ask general questions and actually get data from your students, then you are able to use this tool. It does need to be enabled for your specific account, and if you have questions on how to do that, let me know, or you can simply Google polling in Zoom, and it will give you about a three steps to follow in order to enable that. But either way, let us know, or you can Google it, but it is available for every account. All right, numbers are still changing, so I'm going to give you just a few more seconds. All right, guys, so here are the results for that. It looks like somewhat prepared, I'll figure it out. It is 58% of you. And then very prepared, able to assist others, 33%. So those of you who did answer, it looks like you feel somewhat confident, or mostly confident, except for Jared, that we will get you all the tools that you'll need. And those of you, again, that are clueless, that one that might be scared to death might also be clueless, possibly. I don't know. It's just a guess. But just ask us. We have other instructors who have gone through formal Canvas training as well. Your program directors are some of them, and some others that also can help assist in this area. So we have plenty of resources for you. It's just not Kimberly and I, but we have other individuals that should be able to help as well. So just keep us posted, let us know, and don't worry about it. You'll get everything that you need. Having said that, are there any other questions or even general questions relating to this or other aspects of the move? Okay. All right. Hearing no comments.
I got one question, Carson. This is Dan Ferentz. Let me ask it this way. We don't need to, it's not going to be a campus view where we can have browser problems with it, correct? This is state-of-the-art technology where it's going to work with everything great.
Yeah, it's very browser friendly.
Okay.
Carson, this is George Martinez. I have one quick question. Will the students receive any special training, or are they aware of the transfer as well?
Oh, that's a great question. Something we failed to mention earlier because we didn't write it down, but I'm glad you asked the question. Students, yes. As I understand it, there is a plan in place for student services to help out, to help prepare the students for the move. Lydia has used Canvas in the past, and so she's going to be a big help as far as the students go. We'll also have a new student orientation like we currently do that students can go through and learn how it works. It's not really all that different, honestly, from a student perspective, but it is a lot better and a lot more seamless. So they will have the tools that they need as well.
Can you
as
hear
far
me?
as an orientation goes. Yeah, go ahead, Veronica.
Sorry, I was double muted. I had to get off both mutes. Lydia and Carson, you answered perfectly. But yes, Lydia is on board, been here, done this. She would answer a 4 on all of these, or a 5 on the radar. She already has her game plan in place to take care of the students. And quite frankly, all of you will take that student orientation. Just when I hired you, you will do it, just to see what the student sees and be fully prepared.
Yeah, great question, George. Any other questions?
Okay. Thanks, Carson and Veronica.
Yeah. All right, so just a few closing remarks to jog your memory if you do have any other questions. Again, we will, as Kimberly mentioned, we will roll out more and more information to you, and we'll keep you alerted so that when we do roll this out on the 22nd of May, you will be prepared. It looks like I actually have a chat question, so hang on, guys. No, never mind, just a comment. Thanks, Glenda. All right, well, if no other questions, I'll turn it back over to Veronica.
Thanks, Carson and Kimberly. Excellent presentation. And for all of you, for the record, the next 444, this will be a key time where you come back. I have over 50% of you. This is new to you, and I need you comfortable. You're my front line. You're our front line. I need you comfortable going into this. So the next 444 is going to be focused to have you prepared, ready, and comfortable. And Carson and Kimberly, we're going to do a poll again. If I hear you're not ready, that is going to scare me. That means we're not doing our job. So ask questions, take care of what Kimberly is sending you and Carson, and be ready, because we have a great team. And I want you comfortable, because if you're not comfortable, it'll feed down to our students, and you're doing a great job with our students. Changing an LMS is not as scary as you think. It really isn't. And I know you can all do this. Best faculty in the world. I'll put you up against anybody. Closing comments, questions, thoughts, complaints, or concerns. Going once. Twice. All of you, thank you for your hard work. Thank you. Have a great night, and I'll see you online.
See you later.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks, Carson.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much.